I'm here with Brad Yasar, CEO of EQIFI. Thank you for being here.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Well, you have a history of, having a lot of social impact in this space. What social impact projects interest you in this space right now?
Well, I don't want to narrow it down to a specific project per se, because there's so much we can do in the world that would have a widespread social impact. It's not just, I'm interested in financial freedom. I believe it's just ridiculous that you and I can have bank accounts and almost a third of the world cannot have them and still carry cash. I think that's wrong. At this day and age, we should be able to provide some basic services globally. So that's where my passion is, because I'm an economist and my background is in banking and finance. But there's also food security, there's also access to education, access to information, access to infrastructure, both hardware and software. And I think all of those need to happen at the same time for everyone to rise up with the rising tide.
Agreed. And what promising opportunities do you see for blockchain to impact millions today, and how can people leverage this? What are you doing?
Well, I think blockchain has already started giving people an opportunity to participate more in the global workforce. Prior to the blockchain boom of 2016-17, there was less mobility, even for very talented artists and programmers, to work cross borders, just because it wasn't easy to get paid, and there were challenges in finding the qualified people and connecting with them. I think decentralization and the pandemic, to a certain extent, has shown us that you can have very talented people from a country you never visited and work with them in a productive way and give them an opportunity to contribute not only to your business but to the global economy. That is a win-win. So I think blockchain already started with access to infrastructure, access to jobs, and a little more financial access than existed before. But sky is the limit. More these systems infiltrate lesser accessible parts of the world, whether it be a village in Africa or a rural area in Northern America, Southern America. More people are going to realize, okay, I don't need to work with farming. I can be a programmer. I can be a spokesperson, with social media, and that kind of empowerment is very exciting for me.
But is this really available for everyone? Let's say a grandmother. How can a grandmother take advantage of these technologies to ensure a supportive retirement, for example?
It is not. It is not. And fortunately, there are a lot of brilliant people, passionate people working to change that. They are trying to carve out a niche for their projects, their platforms, and give different groups of people in the world access to what they're doing. So today, unfortunately, that access is still uneven, mostly because blockchain is a very technical environment. You need to understand multiple technologies to be comfortable with it, and it's been difficult for a lot of people to grasp it. But starting with EQIFI, which is something I'm very passionate about, that's going to bring decentralized finance and digital banking globally to everyone, we want to simplify that. I made it my mission since I first learned about Bitcoin at the end of 2009 to understand it to a level that I can simplify it and I can share it with everyone, not using tech jargon, not using complicated examples or terminology, but just simplifying it to a level where they can connect with it. That we have to create that technology-human connection for any decentralized system, any blockchain to be accessible and accepted by the general public.
Really exciting stuff. Brad Yasar, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.